Hey yo everybody, what's up? Say hello to the bad guy. So today we'll be doing something a little bit different here. If any of you out there have been watching my videos, you know that sometimes they get a little crazy, a little bit goofy. So this time I think I'm going to actually try to do a video that is, I guess normal. I mean, minus all the craziness.
Can you just act like a human boy for 1 minute here? Look at me like a person. You can't do it for more than a few seconds. Look at me like a human boy.
It's gonna be tough. Oh my God, who am I kidding? I can't do it. Alright. Now that's out of the way. Okay, so where was I? So anyways, today we are going to be looking at the Star Wars Bezel mod from MakerofThings on Etsy. Alright, so what I really want to do is basically just look at some pluses and minuses of this thing, see if it's worth it, give you a little bit of information on it. Like I said, I got it off Etsy from a seller called MakerofThings. You guys probably saw him. I think B. Kong had him on his show, where he was actually pushing this stuff, and I'm one of the ones who saw it and bought it immediately. He sold it in two different versions. One was a trimmed version for $45, and I believe there was an untrimmed version for $35. I got the trimmed version because I figured when I get it, I just want to be able to do no work to it, just put it right on, because like I said, aesthetically, this is something I'd like to do because I like to make my cabinets look as close to the original as possible. And the original Star Wars cabinet had these graphics on them. They had these 3D molds, and I don't know, I always wanted them, so I didn't know anybody made them. And when I saw this, I'm like, well, I definitely have to get it. So the pluses to this thing is that they just look awesome. I mean, they make that cabinet pop so much, really make it look realistic. They're extremely simple to install. I mean, they literally just pop right on there. Another one of the pluses in my experience with this is it took about 2.5 weeks to get it. And that was also, the guy reached out to me because he was dealing with some sort of power outage or something. So he even let me know that it may be a little bit longer than expected. So if 2.5 weeks is long for him, then, a week and a half to 2 weeks is probably pretty normal. Now, he lives in Kentucky and I'm in Pennsylvania, so that might vary depending on where you live. Now, the cons on these things, the minuses, that the plastic is a little bit cheaper and flimsier, as you can probably see right here. I'm able to just, there's not much to it. Don't grab these things aggressively or roughly at all, because they seem like they could easily break. And I did pay, like I said, I did pay extra for the trimmed version. I don't know what the untrimmed version would be like, but I still had to do a little bit of trimming on these because there was a little bit of a lip the whole way around the outside of everything, and it didn't sit down flat. So there was a little bit of work involved. And in paying the extra $10, I thought that I would not have to do any of that kind of stuff. And there were no adhesive strips or no bonding agents or anything that was included in it. I don't know if it was mentioned or advertised that there would be, but so if you do buy these things, be prepared to provide your own way of attaching them to your cabinets. I bought these little sticky tack things on Amazon, and they seem to work just fine. And the only problem with that is, though, now attaching this piece, there was no issue at all because it's a nice flat piece. But here, there's really not a whole lot to attach anything to. Like, I was able to get the sticky tabs down here on the very bottom where it's flat, but the whole way up the side, there's nothing there. Unless you're on the very outside edge of this, and then you would have something sticking into your screen. So there are two little teeny flat spots right here and here. I was able to get something sticky in there, and it's enough to hold them on because, like I said, they're virtually weightless. There's nothing to them. so they do stick. But I mean, they look good. I just was a little disappointed that I had to do a little bit of work to them, and the plastic was so flimsy. I mean, for $60, like I said, I paid, it was $45 for the trim version. It was $11.58 for shipping to get it to me from Kentucky, you know, and after tax and everything, it ended up being like $59.85 or something like that. So for $60, I was kind of expecting a little bit more, but the end result, I mean, I'm happy with. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. I mean, buyer beware on the product. It's great for looks, no doubt about it. But it was $60 and there was a little bit of work involved. So if you think that's worth it, then buy it. You know, for me, where aesthetics like this is really important, it is worth it. So, but to you for $60, it might not be. But again, it looks great, and I mean, I'm happy with it. So that's pretty much all I got for today, guys. It's the bad guy signing off.
We have 10 minutes left.
Oh. Oh, fine. Well, let me just get something out of my car real quick.
I don't think he's coming back.